Good evening, students. Today, we are going to analyze practice paper number 2 of subject geography of your first preliminary exam. So before starting, we will just go through the note that we should follow while writing our answer paper. First note, all questions, activities are compulsory. So in your question paper, whatever may be the questions asked, all questions and activities are to be solved very properly, and it is compulsory to attempt. Second note, figures to the right indicate full marks. If you write proper, appropriate answer, the correct answer, it indicates full marks. Third note, for question number 4A, use supplied outline map of India or Brazil and tie it to the main answer book. For solving question number 4A, it is based on map. The question is based on map filling. So you are given a map of India or Brazil as per the question asked in the exam, and that you have to fill the map, and the map supplement is to be tied to the main answer book. Point 4. For question number 6A, use the graph paper supplied to you and attach it, that supplement, to the main answer book. For question number 6A, graph paper you will need because you have to draw the graph on it. So the graph paper also you have to tie to the main answer book after completing the question. Note 5. Draw neat diagram and sketches wherever necessary while writing answer. So as per the question asked, as per the requirement of the question, you have to draw neat diagrams and sketches wherever necessary while writing answers. So while writing answers, you have to draw diagram and sketches if it is necessary. And the diagram and sketches should be perfect and particular and related to the answer. Note 6. Use the stencil. Use of stencil is allowed for drawing map wherever necessary while writing answer. So you can use stencils while drawing the map while writing answer. If it is necessary to draw, you can use stencil. Answer should be written in black or blue pen only. You should select black or blue ball pen or any pen you should like, but the ink should be in black color or blue color. Not any other color pen you use in the answer paper. Answer written in pencil will not be considered. If you write the answer in pencil, it will not be considered. So always remember, whenever you will write the answer, you have to write the answer with pen only. And the pen should be black or blue pen. Do not use any sketch pen, color pencil, color pen, or any other type of color pens while writing answer. Do not use pencil also to write the answer. Use of pencil or color pencil is allowed for diagram, graph, and map work. So for diagram, map, work, and graph, you can use pencil or color pencil is allowed. So this is the note you have to follow while writing the answer paper. First point, all question activities are compulsory. Figure to the right indicate full marks. For question number 4A, use supplied outline map of India or Brazil and tie it to the main answer book. For question number 6A, use the graph paper supplied to you and attach that supplement to the main answer book. Draw a neat diagram and sketches wherever necessary while writing answers. Use of stencil is allowed for drawing map wherever necessary while writing answer. Answer should be written in black or blue pen only. Answer written in pencil will not be considered. Use of pencil or color pencil is allowed for diagram, graph, and map work. Any one or two of the following question types will be asked. Choose the correct option, identify the correlation and make a chain, identify correct group. All question in one will be compulsory. So there are different type of question asked, such as identify the correlation and make a chain, choose the correct option, or identify correct group. So as per the question asked, we have to solve the answer. Now we will start with our paper analysis. Question first, choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. The question first is for 4 marks. Choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. You have to choose the correct option and then you have to rewrite the statement again. 4 options are given. One sentence is asked, such as like a fill in the blank, and 4 options are given. And from that 4 options, you have to choose the correct one and you have to write the sentence again. Don't just write the answer, you have to write the statement again in full sentence in your answer paper. So first, dash is used for knowing directions. And the 4 options are given: binoculars, B compass, C measurement scale, and D pencil. So from this option, the correct option is compass. Compass is used for knowing directions. So from these 4 options, we have to choose the correct option, write that option, and again you have to write the whole sentence. Means in the question it is said that choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. So again with the answer, you have to rewrite the statement in your answer paper. Compass is used for knowing directions. Second, the Amazon River Basin is mainly dash. 4 options are given. A, characterized by droughts. B, filled by swamps. C, covered by dense forest. D, fertile. So from this 4 options, the option number C is correct, covered by dense forest. So you have to rewrite the statement again in your answer book. The Amazon River Basin is mainly covered by dense forest. Third question, India's climate is of dash type. 4 options: A, equatorial, B, humid, C, cold, D, monsoon. And the correct option is monsoon. India's climate is of monsoon type. Fourth question, the concentration of settlement is related to dash. Options are given: A, proximity to the sea, B, availability of water, C, climate, D, plain region. And the correct option is availability of water. The concentration of settlement is related to availability of water. So in this way, you have to attain the question. It is of 4 marks. And all the 4 you have to solve. Choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. You have to choose the correct option and rewrite the sentence again with the answer. Options you don't have to write. First was, compass is used for knowing directions. Second, the Amazon River Basin is mainly covered by dense forest. Third, India's climate is of monsoon type. Fourth, the concentration of settlement is related to availability of water. So question first is for 4 marks. Choose the correct option and rewrite the sentence. Question number second was find odd man out. And it is also for 4 marks. Question is asked and 4 options are given to you. And from that 4 options, the one which is odd, which is wrong, you have to choose that answer. Neighboring water bodies around India. First question is neighboring water bodies around India. 4 options are given: Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, and Bay of Bengal. And from that, neighboring water bodies around India is Arabian Sea is there, Indian Ocean is also there, Bay of Bengal is also there, but North Atlantic Ocean is not. So the odd answer is North Atlantic Ocean. Second, forest type of Brazil. And the 4 option given is thorny bush type vegetation, deciduous forest, the Himalaya forest, and evergreen forest. So the type of forest in Brazil, we can found thorny bush type vegetation also, deciduous forest also, and evergreen forest also. But the Himalayan forests are not found in Brazil. So the odd answer is the Himalaya forest. So the forest type of Brazil, the odd one out is the Himalaya forest. So you have to choose the Himalaya forest. Why? Because it is different from the other 3 options. Third is sparsely populated state in India. 4 options are given: A. Uttar Pradesh, B. Himachal Pradesh, C. Uttarakhand, D. Arunachal Pradesh. So from this, Uttar Pradesh is the odd man out answer. It is a sparsely populated state in India are Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. So Uttar Pradesh is different answer from this option. So we have to select for odd man out Uttar Pradesh. Fourth, members of BRICS. A. Brazil, B. India, C. Saudi Arabia, and D. China. So from these 4 options, the country which are the member of BRICS is Brazil is there, member of BRICS. India is also member of BRICS. China is also member of BRICS. But Saudi Arabia is not the member of BRICS. So the odd man out answer is Saudi Arabia. In this way, you have to solve this question. Question number 2, find odd man out. It is for 4 marks and all the 4 you have to solve. Compulsory 4 questions you have to attain. Neighboring water bodies around India. And the odd man out answer is North Atlantic Ocean. Forest type of Brazil. And for this, the odd man out is the Himalayan forest. Sparsely populated state in India. Odd man out answer is Uttar Pradesh. Member of BRICS, and the odd man out answer is Saudi Arabia. Question number 3. Differentiate between the following. It is of 4 marks. Any 2 you have to attain. In this differentiate between the following, 3 questions are given to you, and from that 3 you have to attempt any 2. It is of 4 marks. So one answer is for 2 marks. And you have to attempt 2 answers, any 2 from that given 3. And the total marks for question number 3 is 4. So differentiate between the following. 3 options are given. Any 2 you have to attempt. And it is of 4 marks. So first is location of India and location of Brazil. You have to differentiate between the following. Minimum two points you have to write. So location of India. India is located completely in the northern and eastern hemisphere. And for the location of Brazil Brazil is located in the northern and southern and western hemisphere. So while writing the first point in the differentiation between location of India and location of Brazil, India is located completely in the northern and eastern hemisphere, and Brazil is located in the northern, southern, and western hemisphere. India is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia, and Brazil is located in the northern part of the continent of South America. Second point, India is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia, and Brazil, in location of Brazil, you have to write Brazil is located in the northern part of the continent of South America. So in this way, you have to differentiate between minimum 2 points you have to write. It is of 2 marks. Answer, location of India and location of Brazil. So location of India, India is located completely in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Brazil is located in the northern, southern, and western hemisphere. India is located in the southern part of the continent of Asia. Brazil is located in the northern part of the continent of South America. Second differentiation between is sex ratio of India and sex ratio of Brazil. So in this, you have to write difference, minimum 2 points. It is also of 2 marks. Sex ratio of India is unfavorable for females. And in Brazil, sex ratio of Brazil is favorable for females. Why this difference? Because while we see in India, the male population is more as compared to female, and in Brazil, female population is more as compared to male. So the sex ratio of India is unfavorable for females, and the sex ratio of Brazil is favorable for females. Second point, in 2011, the sex ratio in India was 947 only. And in 2011, the sex ratio in Brazil was 1090. So in the difference also, we can see Brazil in 2011, the sex ratio is 1090, and of India, it is 947 only. In this way, you have to write the differentiation between the sex ratio of India and sex ratio of Brazil. The sex ratio of India is unfavorable for females, and the sex ratio of Brazil is favorable for females. In 2011, the sex ratio in India was 947 only. In 2011, the sex ratio in Brazil was 1090. The third differentiation between human settlement in Ganga River Basin and human settlement in Amazon River Basin. Here also minimum 2 points you have to write. It is of 2 marks. So human settlement in Ganga River Basin. Nucleated and dense human settlement found in Ganga River Basin. Scattered and dispersed human settlement are found in Amazon River Basin. So in human settlement in Ganga River Basin, we can find nucleated and dense human settlement are found in Ganga River Basin. and scattered and dispersed human settlement are found in Amazon River basin. This is the difference between the settlement in Ganga River basin. We can find nucleated and dense human settlement, and as compared to Amazon River basin, we find there scattered and dispersed human settlement. Second point for human settlement: mild climate, fertile soil, dense network of transport route, etc. Favorable factor have encouraged human settlement in Ganga River basin. So in Ganga River basin, there is mild climate, fertile soil, dense network of transport route, etc. And favorable factors have encouraged human settlement in Ganga River basin. And of human settlement in Brazil, unhealthy climate, rigid topography, dense forest, etc. Unfavorable factors have discouraged human settlement in Amazon River basin. So this is the condition and the differentiation between the human settlement in Ganga River basin and human settlement in Amazon River basin. So 2 points we have to write. Human settlement in Ganga River basin is nucleated and dense human settlement are found in the Ganga River basin. And human settlement in Amazon River basin is scattered and dispersed human settlement are found in Amazon River basin. Second point for human settlement in Ganga River basin: mild climate, fertile soil, dense network of transport route, etc. Favorable factor are encouraged human settlement in Ganga River basin. The second point is unhealthy climate, rigid topography, dense forests, etc. Unfavorable factors have encouraged human settlement in Amazon River basin. So in this way, you have to attempt differentiate between 3 questions are given to you, and from that you have to attempt any 2. It is of 4 marks. One answer is for 2 marks. Question number 4E. In this map filling question is given. It may be asked of India or of Brazil. Mark the following in the outline map of Brazil. Write the names and give index any 4. So question 4A is of 4 marks. In that 6 options are given for you for map filling. From that 6 options, you have to choose any 4 options that you know very perfectly so that you can fill it properly in the map. And one thing you have to remember that you have to write the name and give index, because in the question it is asked, mark the following in the outline map of Brazil, write the names and give index. Proper index you have to give for the map. So the options which are given from that 6 option, you have to choose any 4 option that you can indicate it properly. And for that, you have to choose different signs. For example, shading or cross lines, a circle, a star shape, or any other different sign. And that sign you have to write in that index. And that sign indicate which option you are going to mark in that map should be written in front of it. So the options given in this paper was Barajo Island, Pantanal wetlands, pink dolphin, state of high density of population, Sao Paulo, Brasilia, and Minas Dam. So from that 6 option, always remember we have to attempt any 4 options. It is of 4 marks. All 6 you don't have to attempt or fill in the map. Only 4 options, which is very easy for you, or you must know their particular place where you have to fill in that map. So in this Marajo Island, in the index, sign is given. Pantanal wetlands, you can see a different sign is given again for Pantanal. Pink dolphin is indicated by the addition sign, and the Sao Paulo is indicated by the checks. So properly you have to fill the map. See the option, choose the proper option that you can easily mark in the map filling. Index is very compulsory. While marking, just don't only mark the places with the sign you are giving. You have to write their names also in that map. Because the condition in the question given is mark the following in the outline map of Brazil. You have to mark the which are the options given. From that, you have to choose any 4 options. You have to mark that option in that map. Then you have to write the names and give index. Marking also you have to do. You have to write their names also, and index also, proper index also you have to give in that map. So this is the proper way of map filling. Marajo Island, Brasilia, Pantanal Wetlands, Sao Paulo, and Pink Dolphin. So you can see Marajo Island is marked Pantanal, Pink Dolphin, and the state with high density of population. Always remember the state is Sao Paulo in Brazil. Any 4 you have to choose, and any 4 only you have to indicate in that map with the proper index, the proper sign. No scribbling, rubbing, doing in the map. So question 4A is based on map filling. It is of total 4 marks. Now question 4B. This question is based on map reading. Question 4B is based on map reading. So in this, answer the following questions on the basis of the given map. Map is given to you. It may be of India also, or it may be of Brazil also. On that map, questions are asked to you, and you have to attempt any 4 questions, and it is of 4 marks. So question 4B is of 4 marks. It is based on map reading. Map is given, and while from that map you have to find the answer of the questions asked. So first question, which is the largest river basin in Brazil? So in this map you can see it is a map of Brazil, and it is of rivers. Rivers of the Brazil. Names of the rivers given of Brazil in that map, such as Paraguay, Parana, River Itapecaru, Amazon River Basin, River Paraguaco, São Francisco River, Jingo River, Uros River, Japura River, Negro River. These are the small and all important rivers of Brazil. And a small arrow is shown in which direction the rivers are flowing. So the questions are asked on this map. Which is the largest river basin in Brazil? And the answer is Amazon River Basin is the largest river basin in Brazil. You can see Amazon River Basin is given in that map. In bold letter, Amazon River Basin name is written in the map. So this is the largest river basin in Brazil. Second question was asked, in which direction does the river Paraguay flow? You have to find the river Paraguay, and you have to see the direction, in which direction it flows. The small arrow is also given. So in the southwest direction, you can see river Paraguay flowing. The arrow is given, it indicates its direction. So river Paraguay flow in southwest direction in Brazil. Third question. Write the names of the tributaries of the Amazon River. So the tributaries of the Amazon River are, means the small rivers which are getting connected or joined to Amazon River basin are, in the map you can see River Negro, Japura, Purus and Zingu. These are the rivers which are getting connected to Amazon River basin, or it is getting joined to Amazon River basin and then it flows. So it's called the tributaries of Amazon River. So the tributaries of Amazon River is Negro, River Japura, River Purus and River Zingu. Question 4. In which ocean does the river Sao Francisco drains? So in the map you have to search for river Sao Francisco. In the east side you can see Sao Francisco River. Arrow is also shown under the name of the river. So from that we come to know river Sao Francisco drains in the South Atlantic Ocean. So the question was asked, in which ocean does the river Sao Francisco drain? So while looking in the map, we get the river Sao Francisco and that arrow indicates that it's getting drained to the South Atlantic Ocean. Fifth question, which is the shortest river that drains into South Atlantic Ocean? So there are many short rivers in the Brazil, but that river drains in the South Atlantic Ocean. We can see that river Paraguaco is the shortest river that drains into South Atlantic Ocean. Shortest river that drains into South Atlantic Ocean. No, South Atlantic Ocean is given. So towards South Atlantic Ocean, we can see river Paraguaco is the shortest river that drains into the South Atlantic Ocean. Sixth question. The Amazon River drains into which ocean? So the Amazon River, in the map we can see arrow is shown for the direction of the river. So it drains in the North Atlantic Ocean. So it flows and it gets connected or get joined to, or it makes drain into the North Atlantic Ocean. From that arrow, we can get a clear idea while looking in the map. So Amazon River drains into North Atlantic Ocean. So in this type, questions are asked based on the map. The map may be of India also, and it may be of Brazil also. So in this exam, it is asked of rivers of Brazil, and questions are asked, and you have to choose any 4 questions to attempt, and it is of 4 marks. So the question, first you have to read all the questions which are given. From that, any 4 you have to choose. The 4 which you can perfectly write that answer. Study the map, look at the map carefully. Think for the answer and then you attempt any 4 answer of the map reading. Don't attempt any 6, only just attempt any 4. All 6 answer you don't have to attempt. First read the question, then select it. The proper answer you get from the map reading, then you attempt the answer. Just 4 and it is of 4 marks. So question 4B comes on map reading. Answer the following question on the basis of the given map. Any 4 you have to attempt, it is of 4 marks. So in this exam, it is asked on the Brazil rivers. First question was asked, which is the largest river basin in Brazil? Amazon River Basin is the largest river basin in Brazil. Second question, in which direction does the river Paraguay flow? River Paraguay flow in southwest direction. Write the names of the tributaries of Amazon River. Negro, Japura, Purus, Zingu are the tributaries of Amazon River. In which ocean does the river São Francisco drains? River São Francisco drains in South Atlantic Ocean. Which is the shortest river that drains into South Atlantic Ocean? River Paraguaco is the shortest river that drains into South Atlantic Ocean. The Amazon River drains into which ocean? The Amazon River drains into North Atlantic Ocean. So in this way, you have to attempt question number 4B based on map reading. And 4 you have to attempt. Question number 5 is write geographical region. Question number 5 comes of give reasons. In this, any 2 you have to attempt and it is of 6 marks. Any 2 give reason you have to attempt and the give reason is of 6 marks. Any 2 means one answer is of 3 marks. One give reason is of 3 marks. So total you have to attempt, it is of 6 marks. In this give reason, 4 options are given for you. 4 questions are given. From that 4 give reason, you have to choose any 2 give reason and you have to attempt. So before starting writing the answer, first read all the 4 give reason which is given. And from that, which you find easy or you can write perfect answer, you have to choose that 2 questions and attempt the question. First question, why is it important to take useful material and questionnaire at the time of the field visit? You have to give reason. Why is it important to take useful material and questionnaire at the time of field visit? Answer to this is, the items to be taken for the field visit is notebook, pen, pencil, scale, camera, etc. to collect information. Second, compass for knowing direction and map for understanding various locations. Third point, questionnaire as per the purpose of field visit. Fourth, containers or bags for collecting sample of water, soil, rocks, plants, crops, etc. Also a cap, a bottle of drinking water, first aid box, etc. And preparing questionnaire. It includes preparing questionnaire as per the purpose of field visit. For example, preparing following type of questionnaire to gather information from a farmer working on a farm. For which crop is this land suitable? Which precautions are taken to protect crops from any harm? What type of irrigation is used for growing crops? So this is the answer for the question, why is it important to take useful material? What is important? Why we need different material while going to field visit? What is the need? And the questionnaire also, it is very important when we go for the field visit. So what is the need of a questionnaire at the time of a field visit? So we have to write the answer related to the question. The items to be taken for the field visit is notebook, pen, pencil, scale, camera, etc. to collect information, compass for knowing direction and maps for understanding various locations, questionnaire as per the purpose of field visit, containers or bags for collecting sample of water, soil, rock, plants, crop, etc. Also a cap, a bottle of drinking water, first aid box, etc. And the questionnaire is also important for a field visit. It is very much important. It includes preparing questionnaire as per the purpose of the field visit. The questionnaire should be related as per the purpose of the field visit. That point should we have to write. For example, preparing following type of questionnaire to gather information from a farmer working on a farm. The question should be such type, for example, for which crop is this land suitable? Which precautions are taken to protect crops from any harm? What type of irrigation is used for growing crops? So in this way, you have to write particular answer for particular question. The importance you have to write and write about the useful material in the questionnaire we are taking for the field reason. Next give reason was snowfall doesn't always occur in Brazil. You have to write the reason why snowfall doesn't always occur in Brazil. And the answer to this is snowfall generally occurs in the temperate and polar zone due to polar winds. It also occurs in the mountainous and hilly regions of high altitude. So the snowfall generally occurs, or the snowfall is there where there is a temperate or polar zone. Due to polar winds, snowfall occurs. So the places where there is a temperate zone or the polar zone, due to the polar winds, snowfall occurs. So it also occurs in the mountainous and hilly regions of high altitudes. So mainly it only occurs in the mountainous region or the hilly regions with high altitude, very cold climate in that area. There only snowfall occurs. Brazil is not located in polar region, but Brazil is a hot country. Its climate is very hot. So Brazil is not located in polar region. Most of its part is located in the tropical region. Mostly its part is located in the tropical zone of Brazil. And there are no mountainous region also in Brazil. Therefore, snowfall always doesn't occur in Brazil. So this was the answer for the question. Give reason. Snowfall doesn't always occur in Brazil. Proper answer you have to write. What is the reason behind this? Why snowfall doesn't occur? Brazil is not located in polar region. It is located in the tropical zone, and there are no mountainous region also in Brazil. And snowfall occurs mainly in the polar zone due to the polar winds. Snowfall is being there, and it mainly occurs in the high altitude region, hilly region, mountainous region. So this reason you have to write in your answer. Snowfall doesn't always occur in Brazil because snowfall generally occurs in the temperate and polar zone due to polar winds. It also occurs in the mountainous and hilly regions of high altitude. Brazil is not located in polar region. Most of its part is located in the tropical zone. There are no mountainous region in Brazil. Therefore, snowfall doesn't always occur in Brazil. Next give reason was India's density of population is high. So we have to give reason for this. Why India's density of population is high? Because India occupies nearly 2.41% of the world total land. India occupies the land of the world total land is nearly 2.41%. It has nearly 17.58% of the world total population. Nearly 17.58% of the world total population is of India. 17.58%. Thus, India has comparatively less percent of world total land and more percent of world population. So, from the figure, we come to know India occupies nearly 2.41% of world total land and 17.58% of world total population. The land occupied by India is less, but the population is more than that of total land of India. So this is the main reason for India's density of population is high. So these particular points you have to write in your answer. India's density of population is high. India occupies nearly 2.41% of world total land. It has nearly 17.58% of the world total population. Thus, India has comparatively less percent of the world total land and more percent of the world total population. Therefore, India's density of population is high. This is the main reason for this answer. Next, give reason. There is mixed economy in Brazil and India. So you have to give reason why there is mixed economy in Brazil and India, because in mixed economy, the private sector and public sector coexist. Mixed economy means the country which is having both private sector and public sector in that particular country. So in Brazil, there is private sector and public sector. And in India also, there is private sector and public sector. So in mixed economy, the private sector and public sector coexist. Public sector means the government, the sector which comes under the government rule. In Brazil as well as in India, the sectors like railways, electricity production, iron and steel industry, etc. are owned and managed by the public government sector. So in Brazil also, and as well as in India also, both the countries, Brazil and India, the sectors like railways, electricity production, iron and steel industry, etc. are owned and managed by the public sector. So in Brazil and India, the railways, the electricity production, iron and steel industries, etc. are owned and managed by the public sector in both the countries. In Brazil as well as in India, the sectors like banking, airways, health, education, telecommunication, etc. are owned and managed by private as well as public sector. The sectors such as banking, airways, health, education, telecommunication, these are the sectors in Brazil and India. These are managed by both private sector also and public sector also. In this way, there is mixed economy in Brazil and India. So in this way, we can say there is mixed economy in Brazil and India, means private sector also and public sector also. Both are some of the sectors, government also and private also, own and manage. So this is the reason why there is mixed economy in Brazil and India. So in mixed economy, the private sector and public sector coexist. In Brazil as well as in India, the sectors like railways, electricity production, iron and steel industry, etc. are owned and managed by public sector. In Brazil as well as in India, the sectors like banking, airways, health, education, telecommunication, etc. are owned and managed by private as well as public sector. In this way, there is mixed economy in Brazil and India. So these are the important points should come in your answer while writing the give reason. So in this way, you have to attempt question number 5. Write geographical reason. 4 options are given. 4 give reasons are given to you. From that 4 give reason, you have to attempt any 2 give reason. It is of 6 marks. Any 2 you have to write means 1 answer is of 3 marks and 2 answer, 2 give reason is of 6 marks. You first of all, you have to read all the 4 give reason questions. Think on the answer and choose any 2 that you can write particular and perfect answer and then attempt. Don't be in hurry while writing the give reason. The reason which you write in your answer paper should be perfect, particular and related to that give reason only. So from 4 give reason, you have to attempt any 2. It is of 6 marks. Now question number 6A. With the help of the given statistical data, prepare a simple line graph and answer the following question. In question number 6a, with the help of the given statistical data. So the question is, you are being provided by a statistical data. A question is asked on statistical data. You have to prepare a simple line graph. In this question, what it asks, you have to prepare a line graph and answer the following question. And the questions are asked on it and you have to answer that question. So it is of 6 marks. It is of 6 marks. So in question number 6a, you have to prepare a simple line graph and answer the following question. 6 marks, 3 marks is for graph and 3 marks is for the 3 question asked on the statistical data. You have to attempt that 3 question. So in this, what you have to do in this question 6a, you have 3 marks for graph you have to attempt and 3 marks that question are given. 3 questions are asked. You have to attempt that. And question number 6b, it is for option. In question number 6, you have question number A and question number B. From both, you have to choose any one. Question number 6A or question number 6B as per your choice. Read both the question A and B. Then decide which question is easy for you to attempt and then you go with that answer. Question number 6b, what is asked? Observe the following graph and answer the question given below. A graph is given and questions are given to you. 6 questions are given. Out of that 6 questions, all 6 questions you have to attain. In that, no option is there. All 6 you have to attain. It is of 6 marks. So question number 6 is of 6b is of 6 marks. Then you have to attain the 6th question which is asked on the graph. So question number 6a, first we will see. With the help of given statistical data, prepare a simple line graph and answer the following question. It is of 6 marks. 3 mark is for graph and 3 mark is for answer. So in this, India's life expectancy in years is given. Year is given 1960, 1970, 1980, 1990, 2000 and 2010. And life expectancy in years is given. In 1960, it is 41. In 1970, it is 48. In 1980, it is 54. In 1990, it is 58. In 2000, it is 63. In 2010, it is 67. So as per this statistical data, you have to prepare or draw a graph and questions are asked. 3 questions are asked and all that 3 questions you have to attempt. Means graph is for 3 marks and the 3 question is for 3 marks, total 6 marks. Question first. Mention the total increase in the life expectancy in the year from 1960 to 2010. From 1960 to 2010, you have to mention the total increase. What is the total increase in the life expectancy in the year? So as per the statistical data, the total increase in the life expectancy in year from 1960 to 2010 is of 26 years. Question number 2, in which decade was the increase in the life expectancy in year was the highest? In which decade it is highest? So as per statistical data, we can see increase in the life expectancy in the year was the highest in the decade of the 1960 to 1970. So the highest increase was seen in the year 1960 to 1970. 1960 it was 41 and 1970 it was 48. So the highest increase in the life expectancy in the year was the decade of 1960 to 1970. Third question is, what is the interval of data? So as per the statistical data, life expectancy that we can see, the interval it is of 10 years. Means the year 1960, after that 1970, 1970 to 1980, 1980 to 1990, 1990 to 2000, and 2000 to 2010. Means the interval is of 10 years. And from that statistical data, you have to draw map also. So you have to attempt or draw the graph very carefully, perfect. Do not scribble on it, do not rub. Use proper and sharp pencil, scale. In the x-axis, you have to show years, which is 1960, 1970, 1980, 1990, 2000, 2010. And on the y-axis, you have to indicate the India's life expectancy in years. It is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And as per the statistical data given, you have to draw the graph. And compulsory, you have to write the scale while preparing a graph. Compulsory scale you have to write. So scale 1 centimeter on y-axis, and it is of 10 years life expectancy. Such type of information in the scale you have to write. Compulsory scale you have to write in the graph. So scale 1 centimeter on y-axis. What information is given? 10 years life expectancy. So you have to attempt this question. In this graph also you have to attempt, and the 3 question asked, you have to attempt that also, compulsory. So question 6a, with the help of the given statistical data, prepare a simple line graph and answer the following question. It comes for the 6 marks. Whole question it comes over 6 marks, 3 marks for graph and 3 marks for question answer. From the statistical data, you have to write the answer and draw the graph. And question number 6b is for option for question number 6a. From both, you have to attempt any one. If you attempt question number 6a, you don't need to attempt question number 6b. And if you choose question number 6b, you don't have to attempt question number 6a. So from both, you have to make a choice which is easy for you, which questions you can attempt perfectly, and that you can go with it. So question number 6b, it is of 6 marks. In this graph is given to you, information is provided to you in that graph, and 6 questions are asked, and all that 6 questions you have to attempt. Compulsory. There is no option for the questions. All 6 questions you have to attempt for 6 marks. So the graph is given. Observe the following graph and answer the following question given below. So by looking at the graph, we come to know that the graph shows the information of the sex ratio of the 2 countries, India and Brazil. The upside map graph is of sex ratio of Brazil, and the map which is at down, it shows the information of the sex ratio of India. And the year is given 1961, 1971, 1981, 1991, 2001, and 2011. And the graph shows the female population in both the countries. The graph is showing the female population of both the countries of Brazil and India. And the year is given from 1961 to 1971, 1971 to 81, 81 to 91, 2001 and 2011. Till 2011, from 1961 to 2011, the female population of India and Brazil is given in that map. And the sex ratio is counted in the numbers such as 900, 920, 940, 960, 980, and 1000, and it going on increasing. After 1000, 1020, 1040, 1060, 1080, and more it is given. So while studying this map, first you have to carefully observe the map. Read the question properly, the 6 questions which are given, and then attempt the question and answer of the graph. First question, what does the above graph show? So while looking at the graph, before attempting the graph and the question, first carefully see the graph, study it properly, and then attempt. So what does the above graph show? The above graph shows the sex ratio of Brazil and India. So the graph shows the sex ratio of Brazil and India. In the graph, heading is also given. You can see the structure of the sex ratio. Means the graph indicates the sex ratio of Brazil and India. Second question, which country has highest female population? So while looking at the graph, both India and Brazil, which country has the highest female? The line which is shown in that map, that is indicated. You can see somewhere it is going upward, somewhere it is coming downward, somewhere it is again upward, again downward, somewhere it is same in a straight line. So that line is indicating the female population. So second question is asked, which country has highest female population? So as compared to India and Brazil, from that graph, we come to know that the Brazil has the highest female population. Brazil is a country which has the highest female population. Third question, which country has highest male population? So in the third question, it is asked about male population. So while looking at the graph, we come to know that India is the country which has the highest male population. Female population is less in India, and as we see the Brazil, the female population is more. So India has the highest male population, and the female population is less in India. Fourth question, which country has rapid increase in female population after 2001? After 2001, which country has rapid increase? So in 2001, we can see of Brazil is more, and of India, we can see in 2001 it is less, but it is asked for, in the question, it is asked of the rapid increase in female population. So the rapid increase in female population is in the country Brazil. So the answer is Brazil has the rapid increase in female population in 2001. Fifth question, what was the female population in India in 1991? In the year 1991, the female population in India, in the graph we can see, it is nearly about 930 in India in 1991. Sixth question, what was the female population in Brazil in 2011? In 2011, in Brazil, we can see the female population is approximately 1080 in 2011. So in this way, you have to attempt all the 6 questions on the graph. You can choose question 6A also or question 6B also. Two options are there, question 6A or question 6B. From both, you have to choose any one. So if you choose question number 6A, you have to attempt these 3 questions also on statistical data, and you have to draw a graph also. And in question number 6B, only 6 questions are asked, but you have to attempt all the 6 questions based on the graph. A particular graph is given of particular information. In this exam, you have got the map, got the graph of structure of the sex ratio of Brazil and India, and the question are asked, and from that question, you have to attempt all that 6 question compulsory, no option for the 6 questions. So the first question was, what does the above graph show? The above graph shows the sex ratio of Brazil and India. Second question was, which country has highest female population? Brazil has the highest female population. Which country has the highest male population? India has the highest male population. Which country has rapid increase in female population after 2001? Brazil has the rapid increase in female population after 2001. What was the female population in India in 1991? The female population was 930 in India in 1991. What was the female population in Brazil in 2011? The female population was 1080 in Brazil in 2011. Question number 7. Answer the following question in detail. In detail, you have to answer. In this, 3 questions are given, and from that 3, you have to attempt any 2. In this, answer the following in detail. Brief answers you have to write. 3 questions are given. From that 3 questions, you have to choose any 2 questions for writing the answer. First, read all the 3 questions. Think on it. What answer particularly you have to write for that question. Then go with that answer. So answer the following question in details. Any 2 you have to attempt. 3 options are given. Questions. 1 answer is for 4 marks. 2 answer is for 8 marks. So question 7 is total of 8 marks. Any 2 you have to attain from 3 questions. So first, explain the characteristics of Western Ghat. The characteristics of Western Ghat are as follows. The Western Ghat is a mountain range that runs north to south parallel to the western coast of the Indian Peninsula. So Western Ghat is a mountain range. Western Ghat is a mountain range. It is from north to south parallel to the western coast of the Indian Peninsula. It is parallel to the western coast of the Indian Peninsula. So it is Western Ghat is a mountain range. From which direction? From north to south, parallel to the western coast of Indian Peninsula. It demarcates the western side of Deccan Plateau. Many peninsular rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri have their source in the Western Ghat. So, many peninsular rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri have their sources in the Western Ghat. They have their sources in the Western Ghat. The Western Ghat is not a single mountain like a wall. It includes series of ranges. It is not only a single mountain like a wall. It has a various number of series of ranges, mountain ranges in Western Ghat. At some places, it has region of very low altitude also. In some region, also in that particular places of low altitude region it has. The Western Ghats separate the westward flowing rivers meeting to Arabian Sea from the eastward flowing rivers meeting the Bay of Bengal. So Western Ghats separates the rivers which are flowing westward and the which are flowing to the eastward. So Western Ghats separate the westward flowing river meeting to Arabian Sea from the eastward flowing river meeting to the Bay of Bengal. So these are the important points you should write in this answer in the characteristics of the Western Ghat. The Western Ghat is a mountain range that runs north to south parallel to the western coast in the Indian Peninsula. It demarcates the western side of Deccan Plateau. Many peninsular rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri have their source in the Western Ghat. The Western Ghat is not a single mountain like a wall. It includes series of ranges. At some places, it has regions of very low altitude too. The Western Ghats separate the westward flowing rivers meeting to Arabian Sea from the eastward flowing river meeting the Bay of Bengal. Second question asked is compare the climate of India and Brazil. In this, we have to write the comparison between the climate of Brazil and India. So The answer to this question is Brazil climate is of tropical type. On the other hand, monsoon type of climate is seen in India. So India's climate is monsoon type and Brazil climate is of tropical type. This is the important point you have to remember. In Brazil, the temperature is comparatively high in the northern part and lower in the southern part. On the other hand, in India, the temperature is comparatively low in the northern part and higher in the southern part. So in Brazil, you can see the temperature is higher in the northern and lower in southern. And in India, you will see that the temperature is lower in northern and higher in the southern part. This is also the main difference and the comparison between the climate of India and Brazil. Important point. In Brazil, the amount of rainfall is comparatively higher in the northern part and lower in the southern part. So the amount of rainfall is higher in the northern part and lower in southern part in Brazil. On the other hand, in India, the amount of rainfall is comparatively low in northern part and higher in the southern part. It is also very important point related to the rainfall. In Brazil, the rainfall is higher in the northern part and lower in southern. And India, it is lower in northern and higher in the southern part. In Brazil, mild and humid climate is found near the coastal region. At the coastal region in Brazil, the climate is mild and humid. On the other hand, in India, hot and humid climate is found near the coastal region. In India, hot and humid climate are found in the coastal region. So these are the main difference between and the mere comparison of the climate of the India and Brazil. So these are the particular points, important points you have to include in your answer while writing. Compare the climate of India and Brazil. So Brazil climate is of tropical type. On the other hand, monsoon type of climate is seen in India. In Brazil, the temperature is comparatively higher in the northern part and lower in the southern part. On the other hand, in India, the temperature is comparatively low in the northern part and higher in the southern part. In Brazil, the amount of rainfall is comparatively higher in the northern part and lower in the southern part. On the other hand, in India, the amount of rainfall is comparatively lower in the northern part and comparatively higher in the southern part. In Brazil, mild and humid climate is found near the coastal region. On the other hand, in India, hot and humid climate is found near the coastal region. The third question asked is, describe the Amazon River and its tributaries. And answer you have to write in this. Amazon River's tributaries also you have to write. And the importance or the information of Amazon River is also needed in this answer. So it is a brief answer. In deep, you have to write the answer. Describe the Amazon River and its tributaries. The characteristics of Amazon basin are as Amazon River do not originate in Brazil. It originates from the eastern slope of Andes Mountain in Peru. So Amazon River, it do not originate in Brazil. It originates from the eastern slope of the Andes Mountain in Peru. Negro, Japura, Purus, Jingo, etc. are the main tributaries of Amazon River. So River Negro, River Japura, River Purus, River Jingo, etc. These are the main tributaries of Amazon River. Amazon River basin forms the largest plain in Brazil. It is located in the northern part of Brazil. So the Amazon River basin forms the largest plains in Brazil. And it is located in the northern part of Brazil. The Amazon River has a huge discharge of nearly 203 cube per second due to huge discharge. The sediment brought by Amazon River are not deposited at its mouth. So it has a huge discharge of water, nearly 2 lakh meter cube per second. Due to huge discharge, what happens? The sediments which are brought by the river, due to the discharge is very high, it does not deposit it at its mouth. Generally, a network of distributaries is seen at the mouth of river, but due to the lack of deposition of sediments, a dense network of distributaries are not seen at the mouth of the Amazon River. So generally what is seen that the network of distributaries is seen at the mouth of the rivers, but due to the lack of deposition, because the discharge is very high, so it does not deposit at its mouth. The sediments are not deposited at its mouth. So due to this, there is a dense network of distributaries are not seen at the mouth of the Amazon River. A series of islands are developed along the mouth of Amazon River. These islands are located beyond the coastline into the Atlantic Ocean. So the series of islands are developed along the mouth of the Amazon River. And these islands are located beyond the coastline into the Atlantic Ocean. The width of the mouth of Amazon River is nearly 150 kilometers. So the width of the mouth of the Amazon River, you can see it is of nearly 150 kilometers, very big. The width of the mouth of Amazon River increases as it approaches to the North Atlantic Ocean. So 150 kilometer, the width of the mouth of the Amazon River is there, but is also getting increased as it approaches to the North Atlantic Ocean. Amazon River drains to North Atlantic Ocean, but at its width is getting more increased than 150 kilometer as it approaches to the North Atlantic Ocean. So this is the important points you should include in your answer while writing it. Describe the Amazon River and its tributaries. Amazon River do not originate in Brazil. It originates from the eastern slope of Andes Mountain in Peru. Negro, Japura, Purus, Zingu, etc. are the main tributaries of Amazon River. Amazon River Basin forms the largest plain in Brazil. It is located in the northern part of Brazil. Amazon River has a huge discharge of nearly 2 lakh meter cube per second. Due to huge discharge, the sediment brought by Amazon River are not deposited at its mouth. Generally, a network of distributaries is seen at the mouth of river, but due to lack of deposition of sediments, a dense network of distributaries are not seen at the mouth of Amazon River. A series of islands are developed along the mouth of Amazon River. These islands are located beyond the coastline into the Atlantic Ocean. The width of the mouth of Amazon River is nearly 150 kilometers. The width of the mouth of Amazon River increases as it approaches to the North Atlantic Ocean. So in this way, you have to attain question number 7. Answer the following question in detail. Any two you have to write. 3 are given. From that 3, you have to choose any two. One answer is for 4 marks and 2 answer is for 8 marks. So in this way, you have to attempt the geography paper. Question 1 is of 4 marks. In that, choose the correct option and rewrite the sentence. Identify the correlation and make the chain, or identify the correct group. Such type of question is asked in question number 1. It is of 4 marks. Choose the correct option and rewrite the statement. Or the question may be identify the correlation and make a chain, or the question may be identify the correct group. Compulsory question 1 is of 4 marks. Any 4 is given, and from that 4, you have to attempt all the 4 questions. Question 2, there may be match the correct pair, identify the odd man out, arrange the sentences in correct sequence, complete the series, or identify the incorrect wrong pair. 4 questions are given in that. All 4 you have to attain. It is of 4 marks. So question 2 is of 4 marks. It is not that they will ask in the exam just find out the odd man out, but the question may be match the correct pair, identify the odd man out, arrange the sentence in correct sentence sequence, or complete the series, or identify the incorrect wrong pair. Question 3. In this, in the exam may come answer in one sentence, or name the following, or say right or wrong, or identify the type on the basis of the statement, or differentiate between, or write short note on. These are the option of questions. From that, any question can come. It is not like that in the exam differentiate between only will come, answer in one sentence, or name the following, or say right or wrong, identify the type on the basis of the statement, or differentiate between, or write short note also. In exam, in this first preliminary, it is asked for the differentiate between. So in that, 3 options are given to you. From that 3 options, you have to attempt any 2. And the differentiates between points, you have to write minimum 2 points. One answer is for 2 marks. Any 2 you have to attempt, total 4 marks. So question 3 is of 4 marks. Question 4a, it is based on map filling. Mark the following in the outline map of Brazil. Write the name and give index. 6 options are given to you. 6 questions are given. You have to mark the 6 places in the map. Fill the map properly. Index is compulsory. The information you are going to fill in the map, that index is compulsory. And the name also you have to write compulsory in the map. Any 4 you have to attempt, and it is also total 4 marks. So question 4a is of total 4 marks. Question number 4b. Answer the following question on the basis of the given map. Any 4. Map is given. This question number 4 is based on map reading. Map is given. And the questions are given on the map. And from that questions, we have to find the answer from the map and write the answer. So question number 4b, answer the following question on the basis of the given map. Any 4 question you have to select, and you have to write that answer. So from that 6 question, any 4 you have to select and write the answer. It is of 4 marks. One answer indicates 1 mark. So read all the 6 questions, think on it, find from the map and the answer which you know perfectly, attempt that in your answer paper. Question number 5 is of give reason. In that, any 4 give reasons are given to you. From that 4 give reasons, 2 give reason you have to attempt. It is of 6 marks. Any 2 you have to attempt. When 1 give reason is of 3 marks. And the 2 give reason is of 6 marks. 4 give reasons are given. From that 4 give reason, read all the 4 give reason properly. Select any 2 which you can write perfect, particular. And the answer you are going to write should be appropriate to the question. So question 5 is write geographical reason. Any 2, it is of 6 marks. Question number 6a and question number 6b. From question number 6a or question number 6b, from both you can attempt any one. Both you don't have to attempt. From question number 6a, it is with the help of the given statistical data, prepare a simple line graph and answer the following question. It may be bar graph also in exam. If bar graph is asked, you have to draw the bar graph. In this exam, line graph is asked. So in this question number 6A, it is of total 6 marks. If you select for writing question number 6A, 3 marks graph you have to draw from the statistical data, and 3 mark question answer is asked. 3 questions are asked for 3 marks. That answer you have to attempt. So question number 6A, it is of total 6 marks. It is on statistical data. So from the statistical data, you have to draw the graph and answer the 3 questions asked. Question number 6B. If you don't want to attempt question number 6A, you can go with question number 6B. In this graph is given and the questions are given, compulsory 6 questions are given, and all the 6 questions you have to compulsory attempt. It is of 6 marks. Observe the following graph and answer the question given below. So question number 6B is total is of 6 marks. 6 questions are asked and all the 6 questions you have to attempt. One answer is of 1 mark. So read the questions properly, read the graph properly, study the graph, think on the answer, and write the proper answer for the question. So in question number 6A and question number 6B, from both you have to select any one and attempt. Question number 7, answer the following question in detail. In this, 3 questions are given to you and you have to attempt any 2. It is of 8 marks. So one answer is for 4 marks and 2 answer is for 8 marks. So question number 7, answer the following question in detail. Big answer you have to write, answer in brief it is. So your answer should be brief and it should be explained properly. It should be appropriate to the particular question. Any 2 you have to attempt from the 3. Read all the 3 questions, think on it, go with the proper answer you are knowing and write it down. Any 2, it is of 8 marks. So in this way, you have to attempt your exam paper. So today we have analysis of the paper number 2 of preliminary exam first of geography subject. If you have any problem, you can ask.
If any students have any doubts regarding today's session, you can raise your hands.